Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and beautiful today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope throws history in Steffy's face. Sheila's Day of Reckoning. The bold and the beautiful spoilers recap for Thursday, November 9 reveals that Hope Logan claimed the last thing she'd ever want to do is undermine Thomas Forrester, and she felt confident that Steffy Forrester's family would agree. Steffy said Hope really had changed, so Hope conceded that was true since she was prioritizing her own wants and needs rather of always doing what everyone differently anticipated. Although Hope said she was having fun with Thomas, Steffy indicted her of treating this like a game. Hope said she wasn't toying with Thomas and refused to let Steffy twist this to fit her own narrative. Steffy claimed Thomas was caught up with Hope, so Hope scowled and asked if Steffy meant the same way she was caught up with Hope's hubby. That led to Steffy wondering if Hope's love with Thomas was about getting vengeance on her because of Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. Hope made it clear that Steffy wasn't the center of the macrocosm and talked about how passionate her connection with Thomas was. Now that Steffy had said her piece, Hope didn't want to hear another word. Hope added that she was no longer a victim hanging in a gondola watching Steffy steal her life down from her. Thomas was helping Hope figure out who she was, so Hope declared that she liked it a lot. Steffy didn't suppose Hope was really over marriage to Liam, so Hope refocused out that she said she was over it. Still, Hope ranted about Liam not being suitable to give her an ounce of remission after all the chances she'd given him, so she was done soliciting. Steffy said Hope really was getting her mama, but Hope wasn't hysterical of that presently. Talk ultimately turned to Deacon Sharp and his outrageous relationship with Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, which was commodity Hope and Steffy could agree on. Hope indicated that she talked to Deacon, but she didn't know what good it did. No matter what Deacon said, Steffy was always going to see Sheila as a dangerous psycho who was obsessed with her family. In the main office, Thomas intruded Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes' argument about him before giving his mama a clinch. Although Thomas knew Brooke was just looking out for Hope, he said he didn't have to justify his passions and was savoring every moment. Taylor advised Thomas that the relationship wasn't complimentary and added that being with Hope was a mistake. Thomas argued that all the enterprises were gratuitous and mentioned that Steffy was giving Hope a piece of her mind too. Ridge Forrester eventually piped up to contend that Hope and Thomas should work out their own relationship. The discussion shifted to Deacon loving Sheila and putting her to work at Il Giardino, so none of them approved. Taylor suddenly suggested about having commodity she demanded to do and took off. Once Brooke was alone with Ridge, she was sorry he'd to play adjudicator when he'd bigger enterprises like Sheila and Eric Forrester's grim fate. Ridge was adamant about esteeming Eric's wishes to keep his illness quiet and said they'd see how long he could come into the office. Although Ridge knew losing your parents was part of life, he still wasn't ready to lose Eric yet. Brooke assured Ridge that she'd be there for him and offered a comforting kiss as well as a warm grass. At Sheila and Deacon's apartment, he was surprised to find that she had done some redecorating. Cleric also praised Sheila for controlling her wrathfulness when Lee Finnegan pushed her face into that pasta sauce. Cleric sought evidence that Sheila was keeping their engagement a secret and refocused out that it was never. It's just that Cleric's relationship with Hope was hanging by a thread right now, so he didn't want the engagement to be the thing that cut the cord ever. Sheila asked if Deacon was getting cold bases, but he assured her that he was still committed to her. Since Hope was a veritably forgiving person and gave him an alternate chance, he'd believed she'd do it again. There was a knock at the door, so Deacon opened it up to an angry Taylor. After Taylor asked if Deacon had lost her mind, she blustered about Sheila being the reason Steffy had to take the kiddies down from their home and people they loved. Sheila claimed there was nothing to sweat and talked about the love, security, and acceptance that she'd eventually set up with Cleric. After Cleric defended Sheila as a changed woman, Sheila reminded Taylor that she invited her over for Christmas Eve formerly. Sheila felt like they preliminarily had a bond, but Taylor refocused out that Sheila broke it in the alley that night when she went after Steffy and John Finnegan. Although Taylor was proud of Steffy for coming home and standing up to Sheila, she also wanted to give Sheila a warning to stay down from her family. However, Taylor promised that she'd lame in it if Sheila didn't observe that warning. Taylor said she saw who Sheila was at her core and felt she was unhealed at the most abecedarian of situations. Since Sheila refused to get help, that only called for justice and not redemption in Taylor's opinion. Taylor believed that a day of reckoning would come and that Sheila would pay, so she delivered that news to her adversary on Thursday's B&B occasion. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Sheila will face further surprises down the road, so stay tuned for updates on all the trouble that's brewing. Steffy confronts Hope, Ridge defends Thomas and Hope, Taylor issues a warning. The bold and the beautiful recap for Thursday, November 9, 2023, indicate that Hope Loken tells Steffy Forrester that a lot has changed since Steffy left City. The bold and the beautiful recap highlights Steffy isn't supporting this relationship. Brooke Loken isn't happy about this. Moreover, Taylor tells Thomas that being with Hope is a mistake. The bold and the beautiful recap. Taylor Hayes warns Sheila Carter. Sheila Carter has been redecorating Deacon Sharp's living room. Cleric is proud of Sheila for not going off on Lee Finnegan. Dion wants to make sure that Sheila hasn't told anyone about her and Deacon. Sheila hasn't told anyone. Sheila doesn't want to come between Deacon and Hope. Taylor arrives and asks if Deacon has lost his mind. Sheila welcomes Taylor home. Deacon heard that Taylor had gone down for a while. Taylor cannot believe that Sheila is on the up and over. Sheila tells Taylor that she saved her and they had a bond. Taylor believed in Sheila too. Taylor tells Sheila to stay down from her family. Taylor believes there will eventually be a day of reconning and Sheila will pay. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Thomas understands that everyone has their opinion, including Steffy, who's going after Hope. Steffy tells Hope she has changed. Hope would no way hurt Thomas. Hope's marriage crashed and burned and now she's with Thomas. Sheila accuses Hope of using Thomas to pay her back because of Liam. Hope says she and Thomas light a fire in each other and she doesn't want to hear another word about it. Hope is no longer hanging around watching Steffy steal her life. Hope likes that Thomas is helping her find out who she is. Steffy doesn't believe that Hope is over Liam. Hope says everyone additional studied she had commodities so perfect. Steffy says none of this helps because Hope doesn't see what she's doing to Thomas. Steffy accuses Hope of getting her mama. Hope says that doesn't sound so bad presently. Hope wants to get back to work. Steffy asks how Deacon could be in a relationship with Cleric. Hope says that Deacon believes he can cover them all from Sheila. Brooke Logan's promises to be there. Brooke and Taylor continue to argue over Hope and Thomas. Ridge Forrester tells Brooke and Taylor that Thomas and Hope and grown-ups and to stay out of their relationship. Brooke says that Sheila is working at the eatery with Cleric. Taylor decides she has commodity to do. Ridge and Brooke agree that they've a lot more important effects to deal with. Ridge cannot tell anyone. Ridge will stand by and see how long Eric Forrester can make it to the office. Brooke is there for Ridge. Brooke and Ridge talk about losing a parent. Brooke is sorry that Ridge is going through this. Brooke promises that she's there for Ridge. Brooke says they will get through this together. Be sure to catch up on everything passing with B&B right now. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.